What's up, guys? This is James at Locking the Value and CopyMyCrypto.com talking to you today about the wonderful world of crypto. So there's no getting away from it. We are having a severe correction. And there's a few reasons, and I just want to deep dive into them, really. First of all, there's a big rumor about the US Treasury. So a Twitter account called FX Hedge covered it. US Treasury to charge several financial institutions for money laundering using cryptocurrencies. Now, part and parcel of what we have to deal with when we're getting into crypto is the fact that now that big institutions are coming in, big institutions do money laundering with money. They always have. They constantly get charged with it. They get a slap on the wrist. The difference is now is that they're bringing their money laundering into crypto. So it does mean that there'll be repercussions for crypto from time to time. And this has obviously caused somewhat of a FUD, right? Within minutes of this tweet going out, Bitcoin dropped by about $7,000. That is not really concerning to me at all. Part and parcel of what we deal with within crypto is corrections in a bull cycle. That's just a healthy bull cycle. And what we know, every bull market, is there's a series of articles online because they're clickbaity that get traction. Okay. And this has obviously been a big one. And if it's true, obviously there's issues there in terms of how does the US Treasury look at regulating potentially crypto. But it's just this is still this while it sucks to see if you are looking at your portfolio and you're panicked, this is just a correction. And it's the fundamentals of cryptocurrency haven't changed, right? The fundamentals are still strong. We're still in a bull cycle. It's just unpleasant to look at your portfolio dropping by large percentages. But it's not. It doesn't mean you've lost money. You lose money if you sell at a lower price than you bought, right? And that's going to have happened to people because anyone new to the market gets scared by stuff like this. It's understandable. It's terrifying to watch your money drop potentially by, if you got into Bitcoin Cash yesterday, you're down 22.5%. That's quite scary. But if the fundamentals of the project that you're in are good, then you might have bought at a higher point than you wanted, but if you sell, you're losing. These cryptos are going to recover, right? It's just part and parcel of a healthy bull cycle. And I want to talk about the fact that this is something we're now going to see for the next however long this bull market lasts. We're going to see tons of articles about stuff that's scary. I highly recommend anyone that's new to crypto, listen to this podcast. This is by Nathaniel Whitmore and Dan Held, and it talks about the breakdown of all Bitcoin FUD. And it applies to everything else, from backed by nothing to China mining control, and they look at Bitcoin is for criminals, which we've just seen there. Bitcoin's backed by nothing or has no intrinsic value. We've seen loads of people say that over the last 10 years, right? Tether manipulation, we've seen that this year already. Energy consumption, I see that constantly in newspapers. Government bans, we've seen that in the last couple of days. All of these things cause fear and it affects the market. Now, how you perceive the market is vital. So let's just look into it for a second. So government bans. Turkey has banned crypto. Okay, sort of big news, right? Turkey's central bank has banned the use of crypto assets in payments, claiming that the tokens entail significant risk due to the volatility of the market. This comes into effect on April 30th. So they've issued regulation on the disuse of crypto assets in payments. Doesn't mean that you can't have them, right? That's a really important point. You just can't use them for payment, but you can still have them as an investment. So you've got to be careful about what you're reading and how you're reading it. So the announcement was not a surprise, as there were recent statements by the central banking authorities saying that they needed regulation. But a managing director of Bitpanda Turkey said that this doesn't affect crypto trading. So it only affects for payment options, and payment options are pretty limited anyway, right? So it's not actually a huge thing, but it gets a lot of traction, okay? The same point, in the last 24 hours, at least one US network has posted on their Twitter about some bloody, about India banning crypto. That's not happening. With the rise of Wazir X and the amount of great projects in India starting to come out, the job market is really benefiting from crypto. They're not just going to crush crypto and ban it outright. And it's reckless journalism, and it's causing fear and uncertainty and doubt. That's what FUD is. So here you go. If you're unsure about what FUD is, that's all it is. It's fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And the thing that follows that, because you've all seen buy the dip, you've seen the anagrams buy the dip, FUD. The other one is wrecked, right? And if you let FUD affect you and you sell your crypto at a lower price than you bought it, that is the epitome of being wrecked, because you have now lost money. But the fundamentals of crypto haven't changed, guys. Another thing they were talking about is what was it? Bitcoin's backed by nothing, right? Bitcoin's backed by nothing, has no intrinsic value. This is the guy from JP Morgan. Bitcoin's a fraud. 2017, he said it constantly. JP Morgan are well in crypto now. But again, what he said had repercussions to some degree on the market. You've got to look at this with a wider perspective. Nothing's changed. You've got to make sure you're holding good projects. Okay, if you're not sure, check out Copy My Crypto. We hold good projects there. These are the first 26 coins I spoke about on the channel. And this is the amount they're up based on a $100 investment. So if you put 2,600 into all 26, $100 into all 26, you'd be up 40 grand, right? I'm not in most of these. Sold out, compounded those gains, and that's all I do on Copy My Crypto. I share with what I've got right now, and I tell you why I'm buying into and selling a project, buying into a new one, and I give you that information whenever it happens. And I have a really strong portfolio there that's balanced and minimizes risk, maximizes gains. It's perfect for what you need. If you're not a member, check it out. Okay, it's going very, very well. Now, look, part and parcel of when this kind of thing happens is not lots of negative stories start coming out. Forbes is the king of it. A WEF exec made a dramatic Bitcoin warning amid Coinbase fueled Bitcoin price mania, but a nice negative World Economic Forum exec. But that's 7 hours ago, and that's what's going to constantly happen. I really recommend you avoid Forbes in terms of how they report crypto. But yeah, look, this isn't nice. It's not good to see, but with a strong mentality and a healthy mindset about the fact that the market is just part of is always going to have a strong correction. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Yeah. What's also interesting, by the way, which doesn't seem to have got much traction at all in the last day, but right, Coinbase went public. eToro and Kraken are planning to list their shares. That's big news. That's another bridging of the sectors. And the more that happens, yes, it's going to bring more eyes on it, and then you'll have more of these bullshit stories, but it doesn't mean it's a bad thing. We want more people seeing crypto because it brings in more money, and all of us are early adopters. So it'll benefit everyone that's watching this video now and that's been in the market for whether it's a week, a month, a year, 2 years, 6, whatever. And that's important. Another thing, Binance bought CoinMarketCap, which, yeah, I'm surprised about, but that's good. But that's big news as well. That's big news as well. And look, like I said, we're looking constantly at companies getting into crypto, PayPal, Visa, MicroStrategy, right? Morgan Stanley, JP Morgan, they're like banks are all starting to get into this. And like I said, the problems that they have and they bring will have an impact on the market. But the currencies and the cryptos aren't to blame. The people behind the actions of money laundering or whatever are to blame. But it's not. So the fundamentals of these projects haven't changed. They are still solid. So it's just looking at it with a wide lens. And I sort of just wanted to get this video done so that I could, because I know people are scared when they see this, especially if they're new to the market. One of my friends rang me up literally at like 7:30 this morning and went, shall I sell? Shall I sell? I'm like, no. Let's have a look what you've got. Oh, you've got this, this, and this. That's good. Trust me, you're fine. You're safe. This is a healthy correction. Shit to see, but it also is a buying opportunity. If you've got a ton of money in US dollar DT or USDC, you can strengthen positions that you're not necessarily happy with. That's a nice position to be in. Yeah, not everyone's in that position, and you can look at some of these coins and go, wow, that's a big pullback, and this was on really good trajectory like 24 hours ago. Might be worth getting in on, but yeah, like I said, not nice to see, nothing to worry about. If you're not sure about what you're holding because of a lack of knowledge about the market, then guys, check out Copy My Crypto. On Copy My Crypto, I go through this, I show what I'm holding, I show why I'm holding it, and I talk about what I'm getting into and what I'm getting out of. And that might be really helpful for you, so I recommend you check it out. Okay, that's it from me today, guys. Take care. Bye bye.